Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is of course Wednesday, and that means it is update day here in Warzone in Modern Warfare 3, and today is actually the final update of Season 3. Come this time next week, Season 4 is going to be here. We'll have a whole major download for everyone to go through, new weapons, new content, all sorts of changes, everything like that with the standard seasonal update. But before we get to that point, today's update does include a handful of new changes. We got some kind of surprising announcements actually in our last second content for Season 3 as well. So diving into everything, we are starting first with a new announcement that was made yesterday afternoon that I think kind of took everyone by surprise. I mean, players were kind of asking for it, and I think some of us kind of just assumed it happened in the background without actually being said, but they ended up fully addressing it. Ashika Island is going to be no more in Warzone. So Raven posted this: Ashika Island, crafted by our partners at High Moon Studios and introduced to Warzone in February of 2023, will soon see its last week in Modern Warfare 3. We're directing our focus towards other map and mode combinations for the upcoming playlist updates. This is a part of our continued effort to provide players with a recurring, focused playlist that delivers on the best player experience. Nevertheless, the adrenaline rush of dropping in on farms, the memories of the tense final circles on Castle, or feeding the sea lion at the beach club will endure. With that said, the week of May 23rd, aka tomorrow's Warzone playlist update, gives players one last chance to enjoy Ashika Island before it gracefully exits the rotation. So assemble your squad, brace yourselves for action, and seize the chance to chase victory on an unforgettable map. So it's official. Tomorrow when the Warzone playlist update goes out, as we know, they're staggered. Wednesdays for multiplayer, Thursdays is for Warzone. We are going to see the return of at least one squad size, maybe some rotation on Ashika Island. We could see solos, duos, trios, or quads, or a combination of all of those, right? And it'll be the last time that that happens. It goes live tomorrow. Season 4 comes around next week on the 29th, and then Ashika Island will never be back in the Warzone rotation. Some players are probably cheering right now. You might have hated this map, and you're probably happy that it wasn't around for the past couple of weeks, ever since Rebirth was reintroduced, basically. Others, and I know I've seen several of you in the comments asking where Ashika is, probably a little bit surprised and or disappointed to hear this. Ultimately, what this comes down to, though, is you may recall that I want to say a month or so ago, maybe a little longer, they ended up doing that whole like playlist test for half of a season where every single week it was a different squad size on a different map. And my best guess would be that Ashika Island, whatever playlist was on that map for that week, was probably the least played. Even if it was quads or trios or duos or solos, whatever it was, it probably was getting, skipped for trios on Fortune's Keep or duos on Vondel or whatever the case was, right? So there just wasn't a ton of attention from the community on Ashika Island. It was not being played. It was being skipped whenever it was in the rotation POI, right? So if it was changing from Vondel to Ashika or whatever, players just wouldn't play during the Ashika time period or whatever. So they clearly have data that backs up that the map was not really being well received at this point anymore. Quite frankly, I feel like if they just changed the skybox to make it sunny, the map would have felt better right away, but it is what it is. Ashika Island is officially being removed in about a week's time. Now, as we continue on with some of the changes and updates for our last Season 3 update, quick reminder, if you are new to the channel, every single day, this is your one-stop shop for all things you need to know about Call of Duty. So if you want to guarantee you're up to date, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join us on the road to 1 million subs. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and drop a like. It does really help grow the channel, and it's always really appreciated. Now, unfortunately, for I would say roughly the second week in a row, we haven't seen much change on the Trello boards depicting some of the upcoming fixes and known issues that they're tracking. There have been a couple of random things that have been moved over to the resolved issues tab, but they were also things that stayed on the Trello board for quite some time. Really, the only new bit of information when it comes to future updates or future fixes that they're working on is courtesy of Sledgehammer's Twitter. It seems like over the past couple of days, there's been more and more reports of the SOA Subverter Gold challenges and Mastery challenges not tracking correctly. They've responded to a bunch of individual tweets saying, hey, we're investigating this. Would you mind sharing your full Activision ID to see if it's something that's account specific or what? So if you're having issues with your Subverter Mastery camos, that is now a known bug, but it just hasn't been fully translated over to the Trello board. Now, it also appears as of this morning, we got our very first Black Ops 6 teaser, obviously with the reveal just a couple of weeks away now on June 9th within season 4. These are going to become more and more, obvious over the next few weeks. But the truthlies.com was discovered this morning, and it actually is a website that takes you to a TV that has 6 channels on it, conveniently for Black Ops 6. And the first channel is currently playing a video in which it's basically just like Black Ops 6 promotion. You can see a handful of people under the cover of nightfall going to Mount Rushmore, and they're wearing like Cerberus branded gear. It's the Cerberus logo from Black Ops 6, obviously. Then they end up covering up Mount Rushmore with the Truth Lies and having the Cerberus logo there. So doesn't really give us much information outside of, it builds some hype, but the Truth Lies and Black Ops 6 are on the horizon. And then as I was in the middle of recording this, the channel 2 teaser actually just ended up going live. So it seems like a new channel is being unveiled every couple of hours or so. We're not sure if this is going to conclude today or maybe later on this week. But the channel 2 teaser does show this same group of people going through and putting up a new poster essentially on the side of a building that again covers up the faces of Mount Rushmore with the Truth Lies. So that's sort of, I guess, the text going along with all the reveals here. That'll be the underlying theme of everything that we see stem from this. As we see future updates, if there's anything significant, of course, I'll keep you guys in the loop. Then as a part of the final update for season 3, we of course have our last set of weekly challenges. So if you've gone through and earned all the previous week challenges, you now of course can go through and actually get the Allegiance's Mastery camo for this season, which is this sort of animated gray and blue, if it ever wants to load, gray and blue camo that goes across pretty much your entire weapon, depending on what blueprints and whatnot you might have on it. So that's now fully available to earn, but also so is our Mastery blueprint, the Squad Games blueprint for the BP50. Again, 5 challenges. You got to complete them between multiplayer, zombies, and battle royale. For multiplayer this week, you get 20 operator kills with the BP50, get 5 double kills with recommended battle rifles, 10 operator kills while sliding or midair with recommended assault rifles, 3 triple kills using the Jack Wardens equipped to the Lockwood MK2, 10 operator hipfire kills from recommended battle rifles, 15 operator kills from behind with recommended SMGs, and 15 operator kills with the Jack Cutthroat equipped to any recommended weapon. For zombies, get 5 rapid kills with the BP50 20 times, 300 kills with a recommended purple rarity battle rifle, 300 kills with a recommended assault rifle while Juggernog is active, 500 kills with a Lockwood MK2, 100 kills with a recommended battle rifle while 4 perks are active, 500 kills with a recommended rare or blue rarity SMG, and 300 kills with a pack-a-punched AMR9. And then lastly, for Battle Royale, Fortune's Keep is going to be the main map this week for opening different caches in various regions: the North region, the West region, the South region, and the East region. You also have to place in the top 10 3 times, complete 10 contracts, and get 5 operator kill or assists with a recommended weapon. So pretty straightforward challenges. Keep in mind though, these are only active until next Wednesday when season 4 drops, and then the Allegiance's camo will no longer be available, and then all of these rewards outside of the blueprints are going to be shifted over to Armory unlocks. And then lastly for today, with our new playlist update, we have seen a couple of changes in multiplayer. Again, keep in mind Warzone's playlist update does drop tomorrow, but for MP, we've got the 10v10 mosh pit, bounty, team gunfight, 1v1 shipment is still around for the last week. We've got the war mode, team gun game, the season 3 mosh pit, the small map mosh pit, cutthroat, gunfight, ground war, and then also invasion as of now. So pretty standard routine playlist update to close things out. Obviously season 4 is going to introduce a bunch of new modes. So yeah, with all that being said, that is effectively everything that ended up changing in the final season 3 update within MW3 and Warzone here. Obviously a big couple of days ahead with potentially some more season 4 reveals, obviously leading into season 4 next week with some major updates that we'll of course be covering. So if you want to stay up to date with all that stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.